Listen closely to that rhythmic, leathery clapping in the darkness. It is the sound of the Sigbin's ears striking its own skull, a signal that your final seconds of safety are running out. Welcome to Lagim Central. During Holy Week in the rural Philippines, a heavy silence falls over the province. This is a time of extreme penance, marked by the quiet reverence of ancient brick churches. The human world comes to a deliberate halt. Families retreat, the streets empty, and for a brief window, the rural landscape belongs entirely to the shadows. But deep beneath the floorboards of a rotting bodega, a buried clay jar suddenly shatters. This is the Sigbin's awakening. Driven by a ravenous, unholy hunger that peaks during the sacred season, it begins its search for the one harvest it craves above all else, the hearts of solitary children. While the public gathers to witness the reenactment of the Passion, the Sigbin performs a violent sacrifice of its own. It uses the cover of piety to turn Holy Week into a calculated, predator-driven harvest. For a child walking home through the moonlit province, the isolation is absolute. The first sign of proximity is a foul, overwhelming odor, the scent of rotting meat and wet soil that seems to paralyze the air itself. This sensory attack is followed by auditory confusion. The Sigbin claps its massive ears like human hands, creating echoes that bounce off the trees. To ensure it always remains unseen, the creature approaches its prey backwards. Its muscular hind legs are disproportionately long, allowing it to move swiftly through the brush, hiding its head completely between its knees. By combining this nauseating stench with disorienting sound and unnatural movement, the Sigbin creates a psychological trap that freezes its prey before the physical attack even begins. As the moon rises higher, the child casts a sharp, distinct silhouette onto the dirt road. The Sigbin's attack targets the silhouette on the ground, siphoning lifeblood from the darkness directly into the beast's own mass. This supernatural theft leaves the physical body hollow, a paralyzed shell that can no longer resist the creature's next move. With the victim immobilized by the shadow drain, the Sigbin performs the ritualistic extraction of the heart. This organ is a specific prize for the Sigbinen, the human master who keeps the creature in a jar, directing its violence towards specific targets. The harvested heart is fashioned into a dark amulet. These physical tokens, often indistinguishable from religious medals, are kept to guarantee the master wealth and occult power for the coming year. This cycle reveals that the Sigbin's violence is not a mindless animal instinct. It is a calculated, human-driven economic transaction carried out under the mask of local folklore. An investigation of an attack site reveals a physical paradox: no blood and no signs of a struggle. All that remains on the dirt is the victim's shadow. This leftover shadow stands upright and begins to move independently. It possesses a lingering spark of its former owner, but its movements are now dictated by the Sigbin's will. This accumulation of stolen shadows allows the Sigbin to evolve. Once the creature has collected enough of them, it gains the power to hunt in broad daylight and pass through locked doors without breaking a single seal. Left unchecked, this process can hollow out an entire barangay, transforming a community into a quiet, walking army of empty shadows. Look down at the ground right now. Make sure your shadow is actually mimicking your movements and not slowly beginning to peel away from your feet. Ignoring the subtle signs of the harvest ensures you'll be part of the next one. If you're still in control of your shadow, hit the subscribe button for the next case here at Lagim Central.